For a few weeks now, I'm recording video podcast with random people from the internet, and I want to tell you what I learned by that experience and how amazing it is. Cheers. First, I will tell you why I started recording podcast. I did that because I always listen to a lot of podcasts, and in times when I was lonely, it helped me to stay connected with people. I couldn't take part in conversation, but at least I could hear curious intellectual minds talking about things that I'm interested in, and maybe even broaden my perspective. So I thought, okay, why I can't do that? Answer is pretty simple, because I don't have access to interesting people. That was my first why I shouldn't do that. But then I said, fuck that. I want to start, I want to try. As you can see in my channel, I started with my two friends, and it went from that. What I was surprised about was how easy it is to find people to do podcast with. You can just write on Facebook groups, and the amazing thing is the kind of people you can find. Interesting people from all walks of life. For example, I met data scientist Shola, who is traveling all over the world, and she's originally from US, and she told me amazing stuff about technology and about traveling, living different lifestyles in different places. I met Risi, who is self-made millionaire. He went from zero to being a millionaire, then he bankrupted and again built his business. Recently I stayed in Airbnb in Budapest, and my host was this other guy, and randomly we started talking, and he surprised me with how interesting he is and how interesting life he had. He was an architect of Budapest, Warsaw. He worked in New York City. Amazing stuff. He was almost died in airplane, but he was very lucky. So you can meet amazing people just by asking to talk with them. And I think we don't do that. Like, we are living in this bubble, and for me, podcast is the way to have an excuse to talk with people and to get their story, maybe get some experience I could use in my life. Podcasting is amazing way to meet interesting people from all walks of life, and if you have that need to do it, if you want to, maybe you are thinking about this, I highly recommend you do that. It is stressful at first, and probably it will be for a while for me, but it's really gratifying, and yeah, if you're thinking about that, I strongly recommend you do that. I'm really excited to see where that journey will take me. I'm excited to talk with to find another person, because it's also like a process to that. You need to find somebody, and then I want to see where it takes me. Just talking with interesting people and listening to them, really listening. So join for the journey. See ya.